Becky Brown was living her life happily until her father got into an accident and lose his job. While trying to give her sick father treatment and provide him good food, she realized what money is. Her war for living started as she failed to get any job. One day her friend who works at Kim's office said that the famous CEO Kim Taehyung is looking for a surrogate mother who could carry his child. The amount they're offering is too good to be true. She can live a luxurious life with it. So the next day, Becky went to the Kim's company. They checked her background and did some medical tests, and among 20 girls, Becky got selected. Now she just have to bring the Kim Taehyung's child in this world. Intern 1. Your name, Ms.? Her chain of thoughts broke when the intern who's writing her history asked her name. Becky become nervous. She can't use her real name in the hospital. What if her father and boyfriend got to know that she's going to carry someone else's child? Her boyfriend might leave her and her father might get angry. She can't afford to lose any of them. Suddenly a girl sit next to her and tell to the other intern, YN, write my name. It's YRN Chesney. YRN. Since few months I've been feeling unbearable pain in my lower abdomen during period. And when I say it's unbearable, it's too much unbearable. If this thing keeps happen with me, I might end up destroying my uterus, she said in one breath. The intern to shake her head and started writing her problem in the file. Intern 1. Miss, could you please tell me your name? The first intern asked again. Becky. YRN Chesney, she said almost like a whisper. Right now only this name is in her mind. Intern 1. So why did you come here, Becky? I come here for surrogacy. Mr. Kim Taehyung sent me. The intern nodded and called someone. After talking for some time she looked at Becky. Intern. Wait in the waiting area. Dr. Scarlett will call you in few minutes. Becky nodded and went from there. She saw YRN sitting on the waiting area. Becky slowly walked there and sit next to her. YRN eyes fall on Becky's keychain and she asked, YN, is this the limited edition pink lion caken? You know I wanted it so badly but it got stock out. Becky, I stand 3 hours in line to get this. YN, but still you're lucky. You got it. By the way, why are you here? Becky, just for regular checkup. YN, you know what, I was confused whether I should go to a gynecologist or cardiologist cause I feel pain in my heart whenever I saw my celebrity crush with his co-actresses. She laughed at her own lame joke. The nurse come and spoke. Nurse, YRN Chesney, Dr. Scarlett is calling you. YN, oh it's me. Saying that YRN get up and walk away from there with the nurse. Becky realized what huge mistake she just did. She should have used YN's name. Now the real YRN go to Dr. Scarlett's chamber instead of her. She need to stop her. Becky tried to get inside Dr. Scarlett's chamber but the nurse stopped her. Nurse, sorry you can't go in now, the doctor is already seeing a patient. Another nurse come and called Becky. Nurse, are you YRN Chesney? Becky nodded nervously. Nurse, it's your turn, come with me. She followed the nurse and the nurse took her to a doctor named Emma. But the intern told her to meet Dr. Scarlett, not Emma, Dr. Emma. So you have bad period cramps? Don't worry, so many women have this problem. I will prescribe you some medicines and you'll be fine. Becky, no, I don't have any problem. Saying that she run out from there. Becky finished her story and looked at Taehyung and Jimin. The atmosphere in Taehyung's cabin is silent. It's a dangerous silence. It's the silence after the bomb blast caused by Becky. Jimin somehow managed himself and asked, Jimin, why didn't you tell this to us earlier? Becky, I was afraid. Jimin, you shouldn't come here if you're afraid, and most importantly you hide this from your family. It was not in the rule. Anger, disappointment and a little bit fear is clear in his voice. Fear cause he is the one who selected Becky for this and now he's feeling Taehyung's dark gaze on him. Taehyung, Ms. Becky, please leave my office now, he said in his usual tone and expression. Becky quickly left from there. Taehyung then looked at Jimin. Taehyung, I gave you a work to find a perfect girl who can carry my child, and among 20 girls you choose this fool. Jimin, that's why we shouldn't run after perfect things. Taehyung, the biological mother of my child should be perfect. Jimin, there's no use to talk about this matter now. Someone is already pregnant with your child. Taehyung, and that someone is irritating, crazy and disgusting, he said, looking around the mess which YRN did in his office. Jimin smirked and looked at Taehyung. Jimin, congratulations bro, you're going to be a father. Taehyung, just get out of my sight. Jimin, okay. Taehyung, and send someone to clean my office. Jimin, I won't do it by yourself. Jungkook, drag YRN outside the office. Jungkook, go back to your home right now. YN, how can talk with your girlfriend like this? You should say, let's go baby. I will drop you home. Jungkook, you're not my girlfriend anymore. YN, easy kook, I'm with your child. Jungkook, that's not my child. YRN, if you say this one more time, you'll face the worst consequences. Jungkook, this child is not mine. YN, you bloody jerk. YN jump on him and then bite his hand. Hardly, Jungkook. You wild dog. He pulled her away from himself, grabbing her hair. YN, ouch. YRN and Jungkook look at each other with dark eyes and the WWE began. After a few minutes they stopped. Both of them was panting heavily. YN, I'm hungry. Jungkook, me too. YN, let's go and eat some delicious street foods. Jungkook, good idea. Let's go. Taehyung is feeling restless here. He's going to be a father. It's a big news for him, but the girl who's the biological mother of his child is surly crazy. In few minutes, she broke all his rules and discipline. A child got both father's and mother's nature. He wants a good, obedient and perfect child who can run his business smartly like him. This is the reason he was looking for a perfect woman for the surrogacy. But he ended up making a stupid girl pregnant. Taehyung, YRN Chesney, I need to know everything about her, and besides, he needs to confirm if she's actually carrying his child or not. It can be a misunderstanding. He just hoped that the crazy girl is not pregnant by his child and everything is just a misunderstanding. Taehyung sign and call Jungkook. Taehyung, Mr. Jeon, come to my office right now. Jungkook, but sir, you told me to go home and sleep. Taehyung, and now I'm telling you to meet me, saying that he cut the call. After 10 minutes, Jungkook come. Taehyung saw there's lots of scratch marks on his face. Taehyung doesn't like to talk something about other than work, but this time he couldn't stop himself from asking. Taehyung, what happened to your face? Jungkook, nothing much sir, me and YRN just had a little fight. Taehyung nodded and give Jungkook a pen and paper. Taehyung, write Miss YRN Chesney's contact number and address here. Jungkook, why? Taehyung, she broke an expensive flower vase and leave without giving compensation. Jungkook, oh. He take the paper and started writing her number. Jungkook, sir, if you don't mind, can I tell you something? Taehyung, what is it? Jungkook, don't give her much pressure for this. She's still a student and don't have much money. Taehyung, so what? Why did you care? You broke up with her, right? Jungkook, I did, but she's a good girl, and now when I'm thinking deeply, I realize maybe someone took advantage of that poor girl and make her pregnant. If I find that guy who make her pregnant, I will chop his banana into pieces. Taehyung choked on his saliva hearing him and started coughing. Jungkook, sir, are you okay? Taehyung, it can be mistake. You can't talk about chopping someone, like that. Jungkook, sorry for my inappropriate words, sir. Taehyung, it's okay, you can leave now. YRN gulp down the strawberry milkshake and take a bite from her cheesecake. Becky, so you remember we meet in the hospital one day? What did the doctor said to you? YN wiped her mouth and threw the tissue paper on the floor. YN, I didn't get it. We meet once for few minutes. We're still strangers. How can you ask me such question? And how did you get my address? She asked with a frown and Becky become nervous. Jimin quickly spoke. Jimin, you want justice, right? YN, and what is the connection between justice and the hospital checkup story? Becky, actually I saw yesterday at Kim's company. I felt bad for you that your boyfriend doesn't want to accept your child, as we both meet before and both of us are Pink Lions fans, so I felt a connection towards you and decided to help you. Becky, I just asked about that hospital thing randomly to start a conversation. YN, that's so sweet of you. Here, eat this. She give her a slice of cheesecake. After taking YN's address from Jungkook the next morning, Taehyung come to her apartment with Jimin and Becky. Dr. Scarlett already confirmed that she used his sperm into a girl named YRN, but still he come here in a hope that this crazy girl isn't the one who's carrying his child. YRN turned her gaze at Taehyung and Jimin. Jimin is sitting on the couch and Taehyung is standing there. He didn't sit after coming here. YRN asked her to take a sit, but he didn't sit. YRN didn't ask him to sit again, thinking maybe he got hurt in his butt. Taehyung, on the other hand, was looking around YN's apartment. It's so small, but that's not the problem. The problem is this place is dirty and messy. Chips and snacks packets are laying on the floor. Lots of clothes are stacked up in the corner of the couch. How can a human live like this? YN, here, try this. Taehyung looked up and saw YRN is standing in front of him holding a plate. It has a slice of cheesecake. YN, it's my special cheesecake, everyone loves it. Taehyung, you can cook. YN, I can bake. saying that she walked to the couch and sit next to Becky. Becky, so did the doctor's treatment work? You didn't get your bad period cramps after that, right? YN. I don't know. The doctor pushed something warm inside me and told me to visit her after a week. Taehyung's whole face turned red. Jimin smirked and looked at Taehyung with the corner of his eyes making him look at the other side. Becky, so did you go there after a week? YN. No, I'm a very busy person. I don't have much time for doctors, and besides, I didn't get my period after that, and 2 days ago I got to know that I'm pregnant. Suddenly YN gasped and looked at Becky. YN, did you think that the doctor put something in me which makes me pregnant? I should go to that doctor. Taehyung. No. YN. Huh? Taehyung. I mean, why the doctor will do something like this? You shouldn't waste your time going there. YN. You're right. So the baby is definitely Jungkook's. Taehyung. Mr. Park, Miss Becky, let's go. It's already very late. He walked towards the door and the other to follows him. YN. Wait, what about my justice? Jimin, we will talk with Jian. Don't worry, you will get your justice. The baby will get his father. Saying that he walk out. Jimin, so it's confirmed YN Chesney is pregnant with your baby, he said with a smile and look at Taehyung who's looking dull. Jimin, but why didn't you tell her the truth? Taehyung, because it's even hard for me to accept it. How will she react, you think? Jimin, maybe she'll pull your hair. He laughed but Taehyung's face was hard. Taehyung, you're not understanding Park. This matter is very sensitive and the problem is complicated. Jimin, but you have to tell her the truth. Taehyung, I need a little time, 'cause first of all I don't know if she'll agree to give me the child or not. The baby is not mine only, it's also hers, and she doesn't know anything about the surrogacy. She doesn't know that she accidentally get pregnant with my child instead of the girl I choose. Jimin, so what will you do now? Taehyung, let me just keep an eye on her for a few days, 'cause this girl is careless. What if she done something which makes the situation worse? Jimin, do whatever you feel is right, but just tell her the truth quickly, otherwise Jian will suffer. Taehyung, I will, and then tell Becky to take her to Dr. Scarlett. She needs checkup. It's 1 a.m. at night. Jungkook was in his deep slumber when his phone starts ringing. At first it couldn't wake him up and the call got cut, but the phone started ringing again. This time it wake him up. Jungkook scoffed and received the call with close eyes. He placed the phone in his ear only to hear, YN. Kook, I'm craving for spicy chicken wings. Come to my apartment with them right now. Jungkook cut the call without saying anything, but his phone started ringing again and again. Jungkook, what? YN, how dare you to cut my call? Bring spicy chicken wings for me right now. Jungkook, I won't, I'm not your servant. Saying that, he cut the call again, but YN called him again, and this time he switched off his phone. 30 minutes later, Jungkook was having a delicious beef steak when a grating sound destroyed his beautiful dream. Someone is continuously ringing the doorbell at 2 a.m. Jungkook get up from the bed and went downstairs while rubbing his eyes. His parents also wake up by the sound. Jian, who came at this hour. Jungkook, let me check. Mrs. Jian, be careful bunny, it can be dangerous. Jungkook, don't worry mama, your son is a big man now. Jungkook went to open the door, and as soon as he opened the door, a hard punch landed on his face. YN, you bloody jerk, how dare you to ignore my calls? Jungkook, and how dare you to destroy my sweet dreams? Mr. Jian, what is happening here? Mrs. Jian, my baby bunny, are you okay? How dare you to punch my son? YN realized she's not alone here with Jungkook. An elderly couple is also present with them. She looked at them and then Jungkook. Her angry expression turned into a confusing one. YN, who are they? Jungkook, my parents of course. This time her confused expression turned into a sweet one in a blink. YN run to his parents. YN, mom, dad, I'm sorry I didn't notice you earlier. Jungkook, hey, they are my parents, not yours. YN, Kook, your parents are also my parents. We're going to marry after all. Mr. Jian, what? Mrs. Jian, bunny, who's she? YN, I'm his girlfriend. Mrs. Jian, girlfriend? Bunny, you make a girlfriend and you didn't even tell this to your mama. Jungkook, mama, I wanted to tell you, but we just started dating and everything messed up. Mrs. Jian, and when did you started dating? YN, 4 months ago. Mrs. Jian, gasp, my son is dating a girl since for months and I didn't even knew it. YN, and I'm even pregnant with his child, she said with the sweetest smile. Mrs. Jian, honey, hold me, my head is spinning. Jungkook, mama, don't believe this stupid liar girl. Jian, You shouldn't address your girlfriend like this. And dear, why did you come here at this hour? YN. I was craving for spicy chicken wings, so I called Cook, but he behaves rudely with me and cut the call, YN said, making a sad face. Mrs. Jian, just wait here. I will make you spicy chicken wings. YN. Thank you so much, Mom. You're so sweet. Jungkook. She's my mother. Mrs. Jian. Bunny, we will talk later. I need a proper explanation. Saying that, she walked towards the kitchen. Jungkook glare at Y or N. She pretend to be afraid and hide behind his father. Mr. Jian, I will pull your eyes out if you glare at her again. Jungkook, you will regret. Y or N Chesney. Emert Jian. Y or N Chesney, such a cute name you have. YN. Thank you, Dad. After sometimes Mrs. Jian come and place the bowl of chicken wings in front of YN. YN. Wow, it's looking delicious. Thank you, Mom. Mrs. Jian, no problem. And yeah, after finishing this, you need to sleep. It's not good to stay up at night. YN. Okay, where's Jungkook's bedroom? Jungkook, why are you asking? YN. Because I will sleep there. Jungkook, hey girl, just go back to your house. Y or N. But it's so late. How will I go out at this hour? Jungkook, just like you come. YN. Mom, Dad, I'm going. Bye. GK is kicking me out. Mrs. Jian. Bunny, she will sleep in your room. Jungkook, but Mom, I won't share my bed with her. YN. Then sleep here in the living room. Jungkook, why would I? This is my house. You will sleep in the living room. YN. Okay, if you say so. YN look at his parents with her puppy eyes and then look down. Mr. Jian. Jungkook, you will sleep in the living room. Jungkook, she's making you fool. This girl is acting sweet and innocent. Trust me, Dad and Mama, she's dangerous. Mrs. Jian. Bunny, don't talk like this. Jungkook, but Mama, Mrs. Jian, I know you will feel uncomfortable in the living room. Come Bunny, you will sleep with Mama. YN. What? Mr. Jian, what the hell, honey? He's a grown-up man now. He can't sleep with you. Let's go. He started dragging her to their room. Mrs. Jian. But how will my baby Bunny sleep in the couch? Like every day, Taehyung is walking around in his office checking how his employees are working. All the employees are working with their eyes fixed on computer screen. No one dare to move their head a bit as it's their CEO is watching them. Suddenly the Believer song echoed around the silent place. All the employees flinch badly, but the sound stops in no time. The employees sign in relief. But again the song echoed and Taehyung's eyes moved to Jungkook, who's trying to cut the call. He walked towards Jungkook. Taehyung. Jian, I suggest you to keep your phone in silent mode at workplace. Jungkook. I am sorry, Sarai. Before he could complete his sentence, his phone started singing loudly again. Jungkook quickly cut the call. Jungkook. I'm sorry, sir. Actually, it's Y or N. She's continuously disturbing me. Taehyung's facial expression changed after hearing YN's name. Taehyung. You should receive her call. It might be important. Jungkook. Sir? Her calls are never important. And his phone started singing again. Taehyung gestured him to receive the call. YNGK. Our baby wants to eat Italian food. Jungkook. Then what will I do? And that's not my baby. Saying that, he cut the call and turned off his phone's power. Taehyung. What did she said? Jungkook. GK. Our baby wants to eat Italian food, he said, imitating her voice. Taehyung nodded his head. Taehyung. Do your work. Saying that, he walk away from there. Y or N. That jerk cut my call again and even said the baby is not his. How dare he? She mumbled while wearing her earrings. She's getting ready to go Jungkook's office. YN. He needs one more punch in his face. Someone ring the doorbell and Y or N went to open the door. It's a delivery boy. Delivery. Ma'am, your parcel. He handed her a bag and left from there. Y or N saw the bag is from a famous 5-star restaurant and a delicious smell is coming from it. Y or N went to the kitchen and opened it. Her eyes sparked seeing lasagna in it. Y or N smiled and was about to take her first bite when someone ring the doorbell again. It's another delivery boy. Delivery boy. Ma'am, your pizza. He give her the box of pizza and left Y or N close to door, but another delivery boy come and then another and another. In few minutes YN's table got decorated with 10 types Italian food and snacks. Jungkook was showing some documents to Taehyung when Y or N come while running and hugged him tightly. YN. GK baby, you're the sweetest. Jungkook. Yeah, I know it already, but thanks for reminding me again, he said while breaking the hug. YN. Baby said thanks to his papa for sending him lots of delicious food. Taehyung smiled a little hearing it and left from there. Jungkook. Which baby? YN. Our baby. Jungkook. Again. It's not my baby. YN. Don't start again. Jian. Y or N was walking back home from Jungkook's office when a black car stops in front of her. The window slide down, revealing Taehyung. Taehyung, come, I will drop you home. YN, okay. She sit on the back seat, make Taehyung feel like a driver. After, sometimes he stops the car in front of YN's apartment. Y or N get down from the car and thought Taehyung will leave, but he also come out. She walk inside the building and Taehyung followed her. Y or N saw her neighbor standing in front of the elevator with a done face. YN, what happened, Mary? Mary, the elevator isn't working again. YN, oh no, I have to climb up the stairs now. Mary, me too. Saying that, she walked towards the stairs. Y or N was about to follow her, but Taehyung stopped her. Taehyung, wait, don't climb the stairs. It's not good for the baby. YN, I don't have any other way. The landowner is very bad. He won't call someone to fix the elevator in months. Taehyung, do you have his number? Y or N look at Taehyung's back. He's talking with the landowner standing little far from her. She couldn't hear anything what he's talking. Taehyung cut the call and walked back to YN. Taehyung, the mechanic will come to fix the elevator soon. YN, and it will take hours to fix it, so it's better to climb the stairs. Taehyung bite his lower lips and looked down. He take a deep breath and spoke. Taehyung, do you want ice cream? Y or N was enjoying her Boo Boo Bubble ice cream and Taehyung is sitting opposite her. He bring her in an ice cream parlor near her house. Taehyung clear his throat to gain her attention. Taehyung, you should be careful in this period. Last night you go out at 2 am and I saw you running here and there few times. It's too risky for the baby. YN stop eating and look at Taehyung with a frown. YN, how did you know I go out last night? Taehyung, I saw you while I was going back home. YN, and when did you saw me running? Taehyung, few hours ago. You run to Jian and hugged him. YN, you're telling me I can't hug my baby's father? Taehyung, when did I say that? I was just saying that you shouldn't run. Y or N, looks like you love babies a lot. She smile and pay for the ice cream. Taehyung, I will pay. YN, why will you pay for my ice cream? Taehyung, cause you know what, forget it. The next day, it's raining heavily. Y or N is standing with the grocery bags in front of the convention store when Taehyung's black car stopped in front of her. He come out from the car and take the bags from her. Taehyung, come, I will take you home. YN sit on the back seat make Taehyung feel like driver again. YN, to be honest, you drive in a snail speed. If you drive the car faster then it will save my time. I have to watch dramas after going back home. Taehyung clench his jaw and drive silently. Few days later, Y or N come to Jungkook's office to beat him cause he blocked her number. Jungkook was typing some documents when Y or N placed her hands on the table loudly. YN, you have death wish don't you? Jungkook, excuse me, do I know you? YN, oh, so you don't know me? Okay, let me introduce myself to you. I'm your Grim Reaper and I come here to take your life. Jungkook, oh, I didn't know Grim Reapers look like Karakasa Kozo. YN, bitch. What did you say? YN was about to hit him but stopped feeling someone's gaze on her. She looked back and saw Taehyung is staring at her, but he quickly looked away as soon as they had eye contact. YN, let's talk somewhere else. YN dragged Jungkook outside the office. Y or N, I think your boss is stalking me. Jungkook, he have lots of works rather than stalking an umbrella ghost. YN, say it again and I will make you bald. Jungkook, umbrella ghost? The round 2 of WWE began and after some times both of them become tired and fall on the grass panting heavily. Jungkook, look, I know someone took advantage of you, but don't be afraid, I will support you, just tell me who's the father of the baby in your womb. Taehyung, me. A deep voice spoke from behind making Jungkook and Y or N look at him.